Okay, welcome to my channel again. We start this video looking at the back of this Formula View of mine. We were out racing last Saturday and did very well. I'll show you a surprise at the end of this video, but just something to mention here. If you look carefully, you can see there's an oil leak there, just where that wire is. I actually thought it was the gearbox leaking, but funny enough, at the end of the third race, the car just seems to handle better at the last section, coming around and then going down the main straight, just hooking up better. And in fact, what it was is the seal inside the shock there, if you can see it, it sits there, just there where that silver part is, a seal there. And that seal had been leaking, and it leaked out the oil. And in fact, by doing that, the car actually handled better. Can you believe it? So what that tells me is that I need to obviously strip the shock, put a new seal in, and there's a whole lot of shims for compression and for rebound. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take one shim out, one of the biggest shims, and make this shock a bit softer for this next race, which is the last race of the year, which is the 9th of November. And that's going to help this car to hook up a lot better coming out of the corners, for the back to squat down and hopefully pull out quicker through the corners. Also, I've been running excessive camber here on the back wheels, but I'm going to reduce that from where it is now. I'm not sure to what, but I'll reduce that. But otherwise, there's very little to do in the car. It's no different from the other videos that I've posted. I did change the jetting a bit here. I went to a bigger main. I've just ordered tonight some slightly bigger airs, so those will be put in. I'm also going to change out the stock cam pulley here for a vernier pulley, which I have. And you just advance the timing slightly. I just want to get this vernier pulley. Sorry, it's a bit, let me just peel it off. There's the vernier I'm going to use. I just want a friend of mine just to do some machining on it, because the blue plate fits into that outer section of the gear, as you could say. And it's not turning freely in there, so I want him just to machine it nice and flat so that thing rotates easier. But I'm going to run it on this car. It's going to go basically in place of that there, and we'll advance it by 2 or 3 degrees, and hopefully it'll also give some bottom end, because the track we run is pretty short and a lot of corners. So we need that power out of the corner to get us down the straight, and then you turn in again to the next corner. So it's constantly on the power, off the power, and on the brakes. And also the straight is also not very long, so you don't need top end to that extent. But we had a good weekend down there, and I'll show you the results of what happened. That is a one-time challenge, and these trophies are sponsored by Broadcock Engineering in Pinetown. You can see they're powder coated by Orchard Finishes, and that was a class winner. You can see the nice number 1. There it is there. I was pretty pleased with that, and I knew I'd done well because my times were pretty consistent. I watched MotoGP. I'm amazed by the riders there, how they are so consistent with the lap times over like 20 or so lap race. We only did 7 laps, and in fact the last race we only did 5 laps. But yeah, the rest of the car is good. There's not much to do. I did run it this morning. It runs okay, so it'll just really just be a matter of bleeding the brakes, recharging the battery, giving it a clean again, and Changing the jetting, the air jets, I'll go up from a 180 to 185. The mains have gone to 130. The pump jets have changed up to 40. So hopefully we'll get some more speed out of this thing and bring my lap times down. They're not good enough for me. Even though we do time challenge, which is based on consistency, I still want to get my lap times down to at least a 1 minute 30 around that circuit, which I have done, but only on 2 occasions, but never again. So hopefully with the shock being sorted out, the jetting done, the vernier pulley, we hope you'll be able to achieve that. So please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get this up and running and hopefully try and get monetized because that'll help me to go motor racing for next year. We're going to probably have another 8 races again for the season for 2025 and see what happens. I have also got another motor here. This is a 1400 fuel injected engine. I pulled apart today. I bought it knowing that the crankshaft was not good, and I bought a new crank for it, but now I see that it needs to be rebored. So that's going to be something I'll look at ready for next year. The pistons I've thrown away because they were not good. The conrods I need to get checked first. If they're good, then I can clean them up and then balance them. And I'll get a new set of pistons, get the block board and put that in. It's a 1400, or just it's about a 1460, I think it is. And this little motor, which is a 1300, will come out. I'll use the head of this. For the moment, I'll put that side drive manifold back on with this setup, but with the 1450 or 60 bottom end. And hopefully it'll give us more speed and a better lap time for next year. But that's it for the moment. I'll report again before the race meeting on the 9th of November. So I'm going to call this video Race to Win. So please, again, like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.